in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya, la güera loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascalz, and you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching Jaybone and Kaylon and you're 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trent, my co-host Jaybone, Bill, and Alicia. And this is the Impact on Access TV review for October 6, 2020. What's going on, everybody? What's that?
Woo! How's it going?
I guess that sums it up right there.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
It's definitely Tuesday, but he was not on the show.
He was not on tonight.
It was not on.
Oh, interesting.
But there was a lot of X Division shit going on. There was some wacky shit in the X Division happening.
And he gets mentioned because he will be in Bound for Glory now. We know.
Oh yeah, we got.
It'll be revealed later.
We got stuff to talk about. There is definitely some Bound for Glory setup happening as of this episode, so we're going to talk about it for sure. Let's Jay, we can set some comments up here. Let's see who's in the chat here. Is Johnny Swinger in here? That's what I want to know.
Oh, we can only hope.
Well, in a moment. I literally just had to stick a new battery in my mouse because my mouse died in the intro.
So first off, rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen. I want to put that out there. So
yeah,
big
that
Van
was
Halen fan.
That was a rough one. That one really shook me up today. That was
That's a sad day, but
we knew he was battling some health stuff for a while, but still that cancer.
That's rough, man.
Hashtag fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Sucks, but anyway, so how's everybody doing in here? Who do we got here? Let me get it up here. Blood Rain's in the house. Okay. Paul Nelson, TMS, Truck, Critical Sting, Nova Regan, Mr. Impact Wrestling is Bill. That's what who else we got in here? Mir is in here. What's up, Mir? Mark is in the house. Brandon. Where's everybody else at today? Where all these lunatics at today? Pile the fuck in already. Come on.
They're coming in.
Maybe
there's Zach.
Zach's in here. Maybe we threw everybody off with the new time. We went a little later. Big Dog's in here. B Dog's in here. Hey, this guy. I definitely fuck cancer. This guy.
Is that like D's nuts?
D's nuts. We went a little bit later, guys. Impact did ask us if we wouldn't mind waiting for Aftershock to finish, but they were a little like, if it doesn't interfere too much with what you guys do, I'm like, we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. If it sucks, if it throws our numbers off, we're not going to do it. So we're going to try it out today. If many of you have left us because of that 15-minute gap, then fuck you. I mean, no. Sorry, we'll do it next week. But
I'll tell you, if they're okay with us, I did throw it during the watch along. Would people want to co-stream? Would they want to stick with us to watch Aftershock with us? It's not as much as interactive as the show because they're talking. And there was at least 15 people that said, "Yeah, we'll watch with you guys." So
really, okay.
I'm not sure if that is an option. We'll see if we get permission for that because I don't. it's different. It's what they're doing, so we'll see if they're cool with that.
All right, cool. All right, so everybody else, who we got here? We got Eric's in here, Terrence. What else? Truck's back. Yeah, All right, cool. So I'll let you guys pile in. We got a bunch of news, right, Jaybone? I hope you got your news queued up today. There's a shit ton of stuff.
We were going over some of it during the watch along. It's a lot of news.
All right, so Jay, you ready? Because I'm going to hit your fucking song here in a second. All right, here we go.
Pressure's on.
All right, pressure's on. It's time. Kicking it off. Jaybone's news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, Jaybone's news. We're going to be here for 45 minutes because there's a lot of goddamn news. Hope Jaybone brought a beer. Take it away, Jaybone.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
There you go, Jaybone. Great setup for you, huh?
Jiminy Christmas. The pressure is on. All right, well, first we got to say happy birthday to a certain special someone who's been a part of the TNA / Impact family for many years. Sweet Auntie D, Dixie
Auntie.
Carter.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
You don't finish it, Jaybone. Just stop.
I was gonna say, I mean, you guys can chime in if you want.
Oh, happy birthday, sweet Auntie D.
Happy birthday, Auntie D.
Jiminy Christmas.
It's a happy birthday. We'll give her a Jiminy Christmas.
All right. All right. So, that's the news. Good night.
No, come on.
No, there's a few other nuggets of news. There are some new TV deals to
big ones
to talk about. Starting, I believe it's tomorrow night. Is the new? Is it called Free Sport in the UK? I believe it is
Premier Sports and then Free Sport. I think it's 2 channels. Is that right? What's the? Somebody check and clear that up too. But
I think the Free Sport is the what the weekly will be on.
Yeah, Free Sports.
I think that is the difference. One's a free channel, one's not a free channel.
Right.
Okay, so there's a few options, different and new options.
But the weekly will be free. The weekly will be free.
Yeah, on Wednesday now.
On Wednesday. Wednesday, 10 p.m. their time. Wednesday.
Yes.
So that's how many hours difference from our time? Less than 24 hours, I believe.
Yes. No, I'm not as sexy as Marilyn Monroe, but thank you, Bell's boy. That's I wouldn't fit. I would not. Yeah, I don't know what you call that. That's
don't stand over any subway grates.
Any manholes? No, dear
Don't
Lord,
do that,
no.
Don't do that. Nobody
You
wants
don't
to do
want
that.
to. Nightmare City on that one. All right, so Russia.
Thanks.
Russia from across the pond also has a new TV deal.
It's like across the ice pond, basically, is what that is.
Yeah, right.
Can you see it from your house?
Yeah, if you're living in Alaska, you can see Russia, right? You can see Russia.
Yeah, this is true.
Anybody in Alaska? Do we have any listeners in Alaska? That's what I really want to know. I don't think we've ever had anybody from. We have Hawaii. We have Hawaii.
Yes, that's my favorite nephew right there, Mr. Hawaii himself.
Who's from Alaska? And if somebody's not from Alaska, just lie to me and tell me you are, so I can just say we have all 50 states. Just somebody tell me you are.
Photoshop Jaybone as Maryland. No,
I'm
please.
sure that will happen before the end of the
No.
Yeah, I'll get that within the next half hour. I'll hear a ding in my ear. Yeah.
That lunatic Zach Bonifer's already on it. You know he's
on it.
You know he is.
Bill,
with the lightning.
Bill, I'm going to shoot it to you because I can't think of anything other than the TV deals. I know I'm like racking my brain here.
B-Dog's been to Alaska once. I'll count it.
There you go. I'll take it.
Okay.
All right, he's been to Alaska.
Close enough.
I've been everywhere. I can't think of any other news going on other than the TV deals, Dixie Carter's birthday. I know I'm missing something. What am I missing?
Well, you're missing. Let's see. Well, we had the press call today, and it was.
You were on it.
I was on it. It was Ace Austin and Chris Sabin. They were hyping their match, but the big one was after that, and it was Scott D'Amore talking about the UK deal. And what he did mention is that there will be a UK tour coming up in the future. UK
anticipated
tour.
Fall.
Yeah, so
next year. So like a year from now, possibly.
Hopefully, this coronavirus is that way, and it's away from us, and we can go. They can tour in the fall. Bill's already buying his tickets. Like he already pre-sale tickets without even knowing what the venue was. He's just like somehow he bought
whatever it is.
Wait, you're going, Bill?
I have a passport if the laws allow.
There's no venue
commitment.
There's no dates, but somehow Bill mysteriously owns a ticket to this already. I don't know how that happens. But
he's on the payroll.
He's on the payroll. He's on the take.
If somebody could put me in, somewhere in baggage, I'll happily go with.
Smuggling. What else we got? We got something else. Isn't there more than that? Come on, there's got to be some more news than that.
My head was like all kinds of scrambled today. I can't think of anything else. The TV
I would go
deals,
truck. I would definitely go to the UK. I want to go to the UK.
Yeah, I've never been to the UK, so I do want to go. That was on my list because of the history where they've been out there and the shows, the crowds they got. I definitely wanted to be part of that crowd. So I was hoping years ago, like when they went to that next tour, that would be a great chance. Like after I got my passport for the Ottawa Bound for Glory, I'm like, man, that next UK tour, and it felt feasible back then that it could happen in a year or two, and then it never happened. So then it was like, oh man, is this might not happen? There might not be a tour over there anytime soon. Because always what's going to cause them to go over there? Do they need to have a certain name brand stars in their mind to make that happen? All different kinds of reasoning on why or why not, because they always had those good crowds. But now it's like official, like Scott's putting it out there. It's like, we're going to go there. When it's allowed, we're going. So I think the TV deal was huge, and that's part of it. So that's now in place.
One of those things where, like, if you have a TV outlet, that's when you go, right? You have something to promote it on. You got an arm out there to put it out with. So why not?
Promote it.
Yeah. So that's so it works out. So having the deal now, all the people asking for that UK tour, now that there is TV, now it makes a little more sense.
Thank you, Hakeem. Okay, so yeah, he's tickling that little memory thing that was like.
Yeah. We talked about it in the watch along as well.
Yeah, so a few of the knockouts from Impact Wrestling tweeted out their displeasure in the cancellation of season 4 of Netflix's Glow.
Yeah, that sucks.
Apparently, there were supposed to be some knockouts featured on the series. I believe Taya and Su Young, possibly others, I'm not sure, but I know Su Young tweeted that, Susie tweeted that out as well. She put 4 broken hearts in a row.
That's what she meant. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I saw that tweet. I didn't know what it meant, and then the next day I saw the news about the cancellation of the series, and I was like, oh, so that's what that meant. Okay, so yeah, I heard other people talking about it and saw that. So
total bummer.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be honest,
they had already started filming some of it, so you think of it that way, as they had already put some umph into it, and it got canceled.
Why not just release what they filmed? That's my question.
I would say just put it on hold. Don't cancel it. But Netflix is notorious for canceling great series just for nothing,
which is weird.
Yeah.
Apparently, like Eli Drake was supposed to be on it too. I saw, and
already so many people were already part of the cast.
Yeah.
Even as just background and side pieces, helping with the wrestling. It was great for the community.
Total bummer. I didn't like how season 3 went, though. I don't know if anybody did watch it. I was not a fan of season 3, really. It was real slow. It was a drag to get through it, to be honest.
It's like every other series.
A filler season.
It was
2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping 4 was going to wrap it up nicely, but it could still have. Who knows? One thing AJ, I want to add on to this. Tasha Steelz' Twitter got hacked by some fuckhead. Totally hacked her Twitter, took it over, kept the name and everything. So if you guys can all go report that Twitter account, the real T Steelz with a Z, go report that shit. Yeah, they fucking erased all of her shit, got rid of all of her people she was following, changed the artwork. I mean, it's a total disaster. So if people can go up there,
terrible.
Yeah, total shit show. So if people can go report it and let them know it's not really her. And
one of the negatives of being a verified person now, right?
Oh wow, I'm looking at it now.
I thought it'd be a lot harder to get hacked if you're verified.
Now, remember what was like a month ago? Like some of the biggest names out there all got hacked at the same day.
Really? I remember
I think
that.
like huge. Oh yeah, like I think. Come on, man. I think Biden even was hacked.
Biden got hacked. I didn't
think
know
for
that.
like an hour.
Really?
But like Elon Musk got hacked. It was a big story for like.
Are you serious?
4 hours. Yeah.
Like 4 hours.
But then they got it all cleaned up, and everyone questioned Twitter and its security.
I didn't know they got hacked. I didn't know that happened. That sucks though. He said Biden got hacked and like a bunch of other celebrities and stuff.
I'm not surprised. We're living in wild times.
It's true. It is wild times, guys. It's like the Wild West on the internet right now.
Only other thing I'm going to bring up here as far as news is a former Impact Knockout and NXT coach.
Tag champ.
Yeah.
First take, yeah. Sarita was arrested for several different things, including drunk driving.
No.
Yeah. One, she just lost her job too. So she's obviously going through some stuff. And not all the details came out, but I did see the headline that she is going through some personal trouble. So we certainly wish her well, and we hope that
bummer, man,
things get better for her. As far as anything else, I don't want to talk about any court cases. No offense, Hakeem or anyone else bringing that up. That's a dead issue. That should just be dead and gone. I'm not saying the people should be dead and gone. I'm saying the issue should be dead and gone.
We could talk about this one too. We talked about it earlier today as a group, but Ethan Page pulled himself off of some of the shows on the Collective.
Well, just weekend. One.
Just one? Okay.
He's on all the
one?
other ones.
Got
He's
it.
just not on spring break anymore.
Okay.
Supposedly
some issues with a trading card and some beef with one of the guys and royalties, stuff like that. So
because all those royalties from like a $15 trading card set
yeah, I don't know how it worked. I was shocked to see that much in public being aired out. That was kind of went nuts, but he's off that. So if you're going to one of those shows, you're looking to see Ethan Page, you will not be on one. He'll be on other shows though, so he'll be around.
Yeah. If you're already out there, you're going to see him. He's booked for like 5 other shows.
Yeah, so he'll be out there that weekend. But anything else, Jay? Any other fake wrestling news at all?
Brandon Richards says, have you talked about the latest talent confirmation for Talkin' Shopomania 2? I have not seen any actual talent other than if they said something in their podcast, I apologize, I haven't listened to it yet. I got some catching up to do. But I know that it's happening. The title's out there. Critical Sting says the karate. Oh, where the hell did? Okay, the Karate Man. Wow. So Ethan Page is booked for Talkin' Shopomania 2.
Is he really?
As the Karate Man? That's hilarious. If that's true, I'm not sure. It looks like it is.
It is true. Okay, so he's on it.
So there you go. The Karate Man
is on Talkin' Shopomania 2.
Is on, yes.
Nice. All right. Cool.
I was trying to show off my karate skills for those, in the audio.
Never do that.
You're
again.
A master of karate.
I never want you to do that again. Ever. Ever.
I'd probably just hurt myself.
All right. Well, that's the end of the news. Anything else? No other news?
That's it. We're gonna.
I'm gonna start bumpering this with this at the end of the news now.
Longing for that fake wrestling news. Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
I don't believe anything you just said, Jim. That's what we're trying to say here. Nothing.
And speaking of that end bumper with the melts, he was out today talking, and he was nothing Impact related, but just I think people, for some reason, he was talking about like not caring, like his vote doesn't matter type stuff because he lives in California, and just typical Mark Meltzer is still vote. Don't let people like him dissuade you from voting. Everyone, even if you're in a state that doesn't, your local elections still matter. So voting, it's not a throwaway. People like him, they have sway over the feeble-minded. So we don't like him putting this information out there that it's not important. So wear a mask. Like this, wear a mask.
Guys, EC3 mask, is that what it is? Nice.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, I've already sent in at least 15 ballots, so at least
your
one
civic
of them.
duty.
You should be living in Chicago.
At least one of them's got to get in, right?
That's about it.
No, thank you, Bill. That's right. Plus, you know, it's kind of fun just to punch the holes and like draw the line or whatever. Like that's it.
Tickle.
There is a cattail in 3D on this. What is that?
That's how it started on the watch along too.
What do you? Oh, you have an ICU mask? No shit. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I saw that.
Wear a mask, everybody.
Sammy, right? That's Sammy.
Yeah, on his official merch site. Yeah,
that's awesome.
His site's pretty bad.
It's really cool looking in person. My lighting doesn't do it justice.
That's awesome. Jay,
it's got a lot of color in it.
What kind of setup do you have here, Jay?
It's Jay Crockett.
I love this.
But like, is your like
how
sitting on your monitor? Like, what's in front of you right now?
There's a shelf. There's a shelving part up above my monitor, and Sabby just happened to come in and jump up, and he's sitting up there, looking down at me right now. He wants some attention, and he was well, of course, he's got to get in on the show. Oreo was on the watch along, tail going. You know, there was like a tail going back and forth randomly. So yeah, they just they want some shine. That's how they do it.
I don't know what happens in that house. I don't know if I want to know. I don't know what happens in that house, but something weird is going on in that house.
There's a lot of cats.
Instead of Russell House, it's the Bone House.
The Bone House.
The nurse is saying that the kitty tail needs to always make an appearance. The 3D kitty tail needs to make an appearance.
It's a cat house. It's
a cat house.
Yeah, it's
HBO.
You are absolutely planning this. This is
I
love this.
Hands up here. I'm not taking a tail and like wagging it. No, that's Sebastian. He's just sitting up there. He just
how many cats are in this house? Every week it's like another cat name. Five cats?
Five. I have
You're a crazy cat guy?
Whole lot of
Jesus.
meow.
My goodness. Whole lot of meow.
Hold on, meow.
Wow. 5 cats. Jaybone,
5 cats.
Meow, meow, meow. That's how I feel too.
That's Jaybone. Can you remake that video? Can you do a video of that? Like, can you just do that video
with like all my cats
all
lined up and
just do that video? I want you to make that I want you to redo that video as Jaybone.
Oh, good luck collecting all those cats in one area.
Oh, it's actually really easy. All I'm gonna do is shake the treat canister, and they all come running. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy. They line up, and yeah.
Bill, do you have any cats?
I do not have any cats.
God,
no pets. I'm not home enough to.
No cats, no crickets. You know, me and Bill have nice, peaceful backgrounds. You two, there's no. But Jaybone's got that pussy trained, according to Zach Bonnet, for cats. We're talking about cats. But
they're so trained, as you can see. It's tail everywhere. Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's jump into holy shit. You know, breaks like that just need the static. Okay, we got to clear. All right, now we shook it all off. We got to use that static more, Bill. But feel free to trigger that when we go off on a tangent. We just static it out. Okay, first thoughts I had was this. So we got a rematch. There was already announced a rematch from Victory Road. Then we opened up with a rematch from Victory Road already. It's only been 2 days, 3 days. And I'm like, okay, shit, how many are we going to get? And then we almost had another one. So there was a lot of Victory Road roll off here, which, okay, it was 2 matches. It was a little weird to see that right away, like just 2 days away. But we opened up with Myers and Dreamer. And I think this match was really good as well, actually. Like, I was kind of like, oh, all right, we're getting this again. But I thought this was awesome. I want to get everybody's comments in the chat on this one. What did you guys think? I mean, what was your thoughts on this mismatch? Let's take some comments too. But let's start with you, Alicia. What did any feedback better than the one on Saturday? Or
actually, I think it was a little more calculated and everything. But I would like to see this progress. See Brian start feuding with another person.
I don't think it's done though. I don't think.
Well, obviously not. And whatever, no big deal if it's not. But I like what I'm seeing so far, and I'm excited. I'm jumping the gun per usual, and by saying I'm excited to see where he goes next from here.
Yeah, I think so Dreamer wins on a DQ because the ref called for a DQ and he got him. Well, Myers gets the stick out, the kendo stick, and starts beating the shit out of Tommy.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think?
Scott
D'Amore has come down. Scott's been like unofficial authority figure all of a sudden, right? Like he's making like 3 segments a show at this point.
Yes. He's on a roll tonight. MVP of the show, Scott D'Amore.
Scott D'Amore. Well, slow down there. MVP. Come on, take it easy. I mean, you're trying to really rub elbows with Scott D'Amore. Take it easy.
Whoa.
Cut his mouth.
Hey, the one that was on the call with him.
That's true. Yeah, you were.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was just in the background.
You were chilling.
Twiddling my thumbs.
I like Critical Things. You think Vigilante Funk Dreamer doesn't need old school. He is turning into Terry Funk more and more. He's like morphing into Terry Funk very slowly. And with even the look, right? Like he's starting to look like Terry Funk now. Like even the way the hair's going and like the bandana.
Yeah.
Constantly like wet. Like he just like walked out of a shower.
I thought he was just trying to steal my gimmick.
No, Jaybone, nobody wants to steal your gimmick at all. At all. Your son called me the other day. Said I'd rather be like Kyle than be like my dad. And I said, bite your tongue, child. Bite your tongue.
What?
wait. You know what, Jaybone? You tough guy. What you got? Where is that at?
Jiminy Christmas.
Not exactly. That deserves. That was an annihilation. I had to get you without. He's out. I love when we come back to it. I love when he's like just out. We come back to it. It's a huge pop.
Although, interesting point that was brought up here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The show started on Twitch.
Let's talk about that.
Without commentary on the feed. So we noticed that. It's because some people are like, turn up the volume. And it's like, volume's good, but it's like I'm like Josh is really letting this breathe right now, and then it's like you just heard because you heard the in-ring noise, but you didn't hear no commentary.
No.
So then we figured out it was on Access TV, so we flipped our feed on Twitch. So we do the co-stream for anyone that doesn't watch with us every week, and if there's a problem with it, we change feeds from Twitch to cable Access TV. So we were on that, but it was interesting because they're right, like. It's a unique thing because that match did start and it was kind of, but with no sound.
Absolutely.
It's very eerie. It's very eerie because there's no crowd making any ambient noise. So it's strange.
I can imagine.
So I think you do need that commentary going on. It could last for a little bit to add some effect, but really, luckily they did fix it later on their feed as well.
But I agree with you. I watched it on Twitch. And it felt more like a real fight.
Yes.
Like it was kind
of
of
like backstage brawl, like almost like a cinematic type thing.
I was like being in an arena. Like there's no commentary when you're at the arena. And
but there is other sounds though from other people. It was dead silent other than them.
Oddly enough, look at Jaybone. He's got to take care of these cats. Oddly enough, it's almost like Myers and Dreamer knew there was no sound because they were like jaw jacking the whole match. So like just like shit talking each other. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. It sounded like a fight. Like it just felt like a fight. I do want to share something here. There is a little something to share. We have a friend of the show who sent in something for us to share. I want to definitely display it. We have to share Jay Monroe here, by the way. Jay Monroe.
I mean, we knew it was coming. I just didn't think it would be that fast.
That was fast. Zach Bonifer, you're a lunatic. You were absolutely a lunatic, Jay Monroe. But Jaybone, you know what? Do not start singing. We don't need to hear it. I'm actually kind of traumatized seeing this, and you got a hell of a set of cans on you, by the way. Jim, you're looking great, man.
I don't know. I think Trenty Farms was harder to look at.
So Alicia's into the Alicia's an ass woman. She gave Trent before his morning thumbs up.
Happy birthday.
It's both equally horrifying.
It is horrifying. It is definitely terrifying.
It is horrifying. Very horrifying.
Illness has returned.
That's the shit that nightmares are made of. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll say.
Thank you for putting the greatest set of tatas right below my chin.
Looking great.
You got chin nuts.
Chin nuts.
Oh, the chin nuts.
Daniel Spencer saying that's what they hear during the match. So it's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it felt like I was there, man. It felt like I was an audience of one in the empty arena, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah, like, oh no, we would like that. I just don't know for prolonged period of time to a casual observer if they would be into that.
If you're a new viewer, it could throw you off, and that's the thing. You almost have to announce that it's going to be that. You know what I mean? Like you have to kind of say, "Hey, unsanctioned, no commentary." They just started brawling. Josh and Madison are not even in their seats yet. There's something to let you know if you're a new viewer, because you stumble on this, you're like, "What? They don't even have commentary?" Because that's all the comments were about. It could throw you off if you don't know.
So we called an audible and we switched the feed. It only took a couple seconds, so we switched it over to a different Impact Wrestling. Yeah. So we switched it over to the Access feed, and they had the commentary. So I don't know why there was a difference. I'm not gonna assume anything. It's hiccups happen, whatever.
My Siri was talking, and I thought it was one of you guys' phones. And I was like, why is this talking?
Who triggered it?
I have no idea what triggered that just now.
How about was it Alexa? Alexa, play Total Nonstop Impact.
Do you have an Alexa?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pathetic.
Sorry, Jay.
Okay, Google.
Okay, Google.
Anybody listening
from here?
Triggering there right now. So he said Demore runs down security, breaks it up. We go from that to
you're causing problems.
Dave was causing all sorts of problems. Alexa just went on. Are you serious? Your Alexa just went on.
I love it.
That's amazing, Adam. That's awesome.
Hey, that's better than
okay, Boomer.
Samir said he watches it on mute. Oh, there you go. He watches it on mute. So it all. I mean, people have preferences. Who knows? Some people it's like people who go to baseball games and listen to it on the radio.
Correct.
You're those people who listen to the commentary on the radio while they're at a live.
Like I was telling you, I was driving back from my road trip, and I was listening to Victory Road on my radio.
Old school style. Nice, guys. Real quick, if you're watching from Twitch, throw some emotes up, and I want to decide by like tonight what the next emote's going to be. We definitely should be deciding what that fourth one's going to be. Daniel Spencer's Alexa just went off to Jaybone, so you are causing all sorts of issues to everybody here.
Calamity.
It's a great word. Calamity is a great word.
You're welcome. I'm helping promote the brand, letting you know that if you say said word, you can there you go. See, look at that, just spreading the love. Notifications going off everywhere, baby.
Take it easy, man. I mean, you're getting really hostile right now. I need you to calm down. Just take it easy.
No, so it's all about love tonight.
Moose is running all over the building, searching for the belt. He's searching under everything, between everything, under cars,
trash cans.
You name
everywhere.
He had a very floral pair of shorts on too. What do you guys think of Moose's fashion sense today? That was
best. Come on.
Exuberant.
Great. Alicia with the good words today. Calamity, exuberant. I need at least 3 more.
She's got the word of the day.
Triple word scores before we end today.
I'll nail it.
Those $5 words, baby.
He's looking everywhere. Bill, are you going to get a pair of those shorts? I mean, you got the vest. The shorts go on sale.
I might have to.
You have to wear them all together. Like that's
that's right.
One whole thing. Please, actually, no, don't do that.
Oh, don't you dare!
Yeah, definitely don't do that. We don't need you wearing the shorts and the vest.
Yeah, I don't know about the
the floral shorts.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've never sported anything officially for below the waist, except for the shoes. I haven't worn the boots. So.
Oh, it's for No Pants Tuesday. Why not? I totally would.
Does anybody in the chat? I'm curious. A lot of people collect gear. A lot of people buy the guy's gear, and does anybody collect gear in the chat? I'm just curious because, Do you collect? Do you frame it? Like, what do you do with it if you buy the gear?
I was just gonna ask, what do you do with it?
There's a lot of people who buy gear. Like Josh Alexander was selling like 5 of his singlets, and he's like, they're all gone. I'm like, who's fucking buying these?
I think a lot of people do like frame stuff, like a singlet.
Yeah,
like, I get stuff that I can use.
Yeah, I knew a guy who caught like a Hogan ripped shirt one time years ago, and then like he framed it, and then like he got an autograph. They put it into one big like shadow box type of thing.
Nice.
But like it was a torn shirt thrown to the audience kind of thing. But that was it, But people who buy, I'm just curious if anybody buys gear and what do you do with it? Yeah, most frame it though, I guess. So all right, we go to so we get the hint of that funeral. It's about to happen tonight. So that's thrown out there. We definitely have a funeral to attend. Bravo's backstage, meets up with the wedding party, the Wrestle House wedding party, and he's like, "This is costing me a shit ton of money. I need help to pay for it." And he's like, "All of you guys pony up." So he like asks for everybody for money, and then which they're like, and then like, and Alicia Edwards is like, "We're not paying for this. Like, what the fuck? We didn't have to pay for your wedding." And he's all frustrated. But Fala, the best ba, steps up and he says, "As the best ba, I will get the money." This is already interesting. There's a little confrontation with Swinger here, though, right?
Yes.
You want to break that down, Bill? What happens there?
Yes, because when he says he's going to go get the money, I think we all know who he's going to get the money from. There's only one guy with money in that locker room.
I didn't put it together at the time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I did not put it together.
So,
good.
As he leaves, the swingman, he doesn't take kindly to this. So him and our good friends, the Deaners, start kind of getting into it a little bit because they're like, "You got to get that money from the gimmick table. You got to get that. Where's your money? You might go after that money in your fanny pack." So it winds up being where he's like, "You know what? Me and my young boy Steve here, we'll take you on." So
like,
they're going to have a match.
He's like, "Young boy, I'm 107 years old."
I'm 107 years old.
My favorite line of that was when he goes to Diener. He's like, "Don't you owe me trans?" Like,
yeah, don't you owe me trans?
He's like, "I don't know you shit." He's like, "I don't owe you nothing." But it's a big thing. Where's my trans money? It's a big thing on the indies, on the territories. Where's my trans? Let me get my trans. Daniel Spencer knows all about the trans. Let me get my trans. Got to show those receipts, man.
He's breaking Fabe, Daddy.
What do you guys think? I want everybody in the chat to throw an answer at this. What do you guys think is in Johnny Swinger's fanny pack? Name 4 things that are in his fanny pack besides the pizzles.
The pizzles?
Besides the pizzle. Let's get a little more creative. I want to throw those on the screen in a second.
He was looking for the Fuji dust, babe.
The dust. You gave another one away, Jaybone. I'll accept the Fuji dust. People want to put that in there, but no, pizzles is a given. The keys to the Rizzat's hotel rooms are the pizzles.
Oh yeah,
there's
definitely a hotel room master key in there.
to what's the Best Western, the Holiday Inn, the fucking what else is there? What was that one? The oh man, the Travel Lodge. Like
we'll leave the light on for you.
So yeah, all right.
Probably looks like all my hotel room keys.
Jeez, Bill, do you keep a collection of hotel room keys for every tour?
No. I usually throw them back at the end, unless it's an interesting looking key. But or just get stuck in my wallet.
What's your souvenir of choice on these road trips?
Not really
wrestling merchandise.
Wrestling merchandise. Yeah, I'll usually
there you go.
A couple pictures, some wrestling merchandise. That's usually the standard.
Alicia, what's your go-to like merch when you're on like a trip, like a vacation or something? Is there like one thing you get? Like
wrestling specific or just on
like
vacation in general?
Any vacay. Like is there like
I'm like a sucker for tourist trap shit. So if it's got like the name of the city on it, I'm all over it. Like magnets.
I do magnets. I get a magnet and I throw it on my fridge. My fridge looks atrocious with all the magnets on it.
Right now. It's probably art.
It is art. It is art. Jay, what do you get?
I did pick up a magnet when I went to
keychain, magnet,
shot glass.
When I drank more, that was definitely a go-to.
And that explains a lot about you, Jaybone. That explains a lot about you. This is what I was trying to think of. The Hojos. The Howard Jones. That's what all the 80s wrestlers had. The Hojos. Magnets, yes. Or the keys
Hollywood, Florida Hojo, yeah.
The 1988 Saab turbo keys. I think that's this answer one for sure.
That's very specific. The specificity wins.
If anybody remembers his introduction vignettes, it was the 88 Saab turbo, man. That's what he drove to the arena. All right. The Defeat Rohit challenge. He comes out and he says he's the most generous champion out there. He believes that no one's going to take advantage of his challenge because he's always one step ahead. And he wants to know who can defeat him. But Willie Mack comes out. So now it's another. I heard Willie come out. I'm like, wait a minute, another victory rematch? I'm like, come on.
What's against the whole principle of the challenge?
Exactly. But Rohit did say, I already beat you. You're done. Like, you already had your shot, Willie. You're finished. And then somebody we talked about, guys, Jordynne Grace comes out to accept the challenge. How badass. We all talked about this. Was it last week, right? Last week's show, we talked about this.
Yeah. Tremendous. I mean, we really popped during the watch along. Just like, wow. I mean, poor Willie. You know, Willie was like, he was out there. He was like, ready to get in the ring. And Rohit just completely shot him down.
Willie was just looking at him like he's just like, wait a minute, what happened?
That son of a bitch.
Exactly. He was just like, what happened here, man? I was going to get that shot. But Jordynne, now there's controversy, guys, on Twitter and here, by the way. There's a lot of like, Alicia called it, and then people on Twitter were saying Bill called it, and people were like, wait, no, Trent said it. Who actually said it?
Bill. I made the point to go back and watch it, and Bill brought it up.
Bill, oh, you did watch? Okay.
Yeah,
so Bill did.
I went back as soon as I got tagged in that.
There we go. Okay.
I reviewed the tapes.
We went back.
Got the receipts.
There you go.
Did we talk about it on the Victory Road review? When did we talk about this? I can't remember.
This was on Sunday.
Yeah, okay. So it was on Sunday. Just so 2 days ago. What's in my fridge, Bell's boy? Pizza? Homemade pizza, by the way. That's a great question. Should we do a Trent's fridge segment every show? Just like what I got in my fridge? That's the third week in a row it's been asked. What's in my fridge?
And that came over from the Smashes podcast. Was it predictions? No, that wasn't predictions. What was that?
Yeah, it was the prediction for Victory Road.
Yeah, and you were just doing stuff in your kitchen, and we were going through the list of matches, and all of a sudden your fridge was in the background. It was like, ooh, what's in Trent's fridge? I thought we were going to get like a little.
They were wondering where this information was obtained.
Yeah. So no, we never saw. He never divulged anything. And Sebastian is just sitting on my notes now.
I think good vibes to our buddy Adam. Adam Impact. Get well, man. You are definitely one of the good ones, man. So feel better. He's busting his ass. He's a frontliner, guys, during all this COVID shit. So send him some good wishes.
Rest easy, man.
Take it easy, dude. We'll talk to you. But Jordynne comes out, and this was shocking because she, seemingly won the X Division title, which we were kind of like, we love Rohit. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. But this is exactly we're like, oh shit, she could be like a woman to hold the title. Would be amazing right now.
Prove the point.
But I think this was great to get Rohit even more heat. Just put the heat in Rohit.
Huge amount of heat.
The heat on Rohit.
He was so Penzer gets on. He goes, I was just informed it was not for the X Division title, so Raju still remains.
Well, that's due to this guy right here. Daniel, you got some splitting to do.
Dude, definitely. You got in the middle of all this. I mean, you should have known it wasn't for the title. You counted it through. You gave her the belt. You gave everybody a false sense of security that she's the champion.
It was
raise her hand.
Yeah, it was the who can defeat challenge. It's a challenge for the X Division Championship. It's not just, who wants to walk to the ring and walk out of the ring.
I'm gonna say, I mean, I love Daniel Spencer. He's one of our friends. He's a friend of the show. But God damn it, you should have confirmed those details with Penzer, with the back, whoever's in the back, and figured it out. Because man, how many young, hopeful little girls out there looking up to Jordynne Grace at that moment thought to themselves, I can do it too. And you ripped that from them, Daniel.
You got excited.
Ripped that away from them.
You got excited. There's the answer. You got it.
But no, we talked about this because we've been watching the throwbacks. We talk about Trinity a lot and how she definitely should have been the X Division champion in her feud with Kid Cash. Early. But if they weren't ready then,
no,
absolutely the time is ready now. And,
absolutely.
And we were talking like, where does Jordynne go? And it's like, perfect. There is a open challenge. Boom, take it in. Mark was not happy about it. He was texting me. He was furious. He said he cracked the screen. He was
what did it remind you of a little bit, Trent? It was a little bit like that Rascalz winning the belts in Philly.
Oh, come on.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
That one hurt. That one hurt. Yeah, it was just like that because they even handed the Rascalz the belt that night, and we thought the Rascalz won the title that night. Shit, man, why are you guys doing this to us? Daniel Spencer, I need to have a talk with you, Toll, the officials. You know, he got tons of Twitter heat, though. Poor guy. Poor guy. Shit. Can you imagine just the marks lighting him up? You fucking asshole. How could you do that, sir? Hashtag impact on XXTV. I want people to see this.
I have to look. I have to see how Jordynne reacted on Twitter. Was she giving any grief to anything or not?
A bunch of broken heart emojis.
It was good, though. I mean, it got a lot of heat, though, man. I was like, shit.
Perfect for Rohit. Although I'm saying his odds at Bound for Glory. Well, we get a match made as she leaves.
Here's
victorious.
Here's the thing. It definitely sets up a lot above momentum for that. Like everybody is a possible contender in this now. Like all these, like he's fucking screwed everybody at this point.
I don't know who. Yeah.
Right. So
I would say Vegas odds are farthest at him retaining the belt. That's what happens in a match like.
I like that he comes back through the curtain. Scott's like, he's like, you're a great champion. I love it. You're such a fighting champion. He's like, you really are the definition of X Division champion. He's like, I know, I'm great. And he's like, because of that, because of that, I'm going to put you in a 6-man scramble at Bound for Glory. And the challengers, we got TJ, Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, Willie, and Jordynne Grace in a 6-way scramble. And the thing is, they're all gunning for his ass, which makes it even funnier. Let's take a quick prediction. We'll talk about it later, but like around the horn right here, out of those contenders, who takes it from Rohit at Bound for Glory, Alicia? And you
Jordynne.
got the tattoo. Yeah.
My money's on Jordynne.
Jordynne. Okay, we got one for Jordynne. Bill, what do you got?
Jordynne, 99.9%.
Really? What's your 0.1% leaning towards?
Rohit.
Rohit retaining?
Okay.
Nice. All right. What else we got? Jay, who do you got for this one?
I hate to jump on the train, but I'm going to say Jordynne Grace. It's after today, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, it really wouldn't.
I'm going to curveball this, and I think this is Trey's moment. I'm going with Trey.
Okay.
Could be.
I'm going. He's on fire right now.
He was in the main event at Slammiversary. So
he's a Slam main eventer. He's on fire right now in his solo stuff on the Indies, and Impact. He's doing great stuff in Impact too. He is doing some awesome shit. I have a feeling this is Trey's moment, man. He got fucked the most on the whole Rohit thing. He got the tights held. He got screwed out of the whole thing. I'm going with Trey. So that's my quick and dirty pick for right now.
That's a good one. I mean,
a lot of Rohit love in the chat.
To be honest, it's anybody's game.
It is, though. That's the thing. Every one of them is a viable contender. And out of them, 3 of the challengers are former champs.
Yeah.
Jordynne's former knockouts champ. Trey has not held the title, so he's the only one without a belt. He's beltless. So this can go any which way. Any which way.
It was kind of funny. We were doing the watch along. There was only one person who was like screaming mad at the whole situation. Like, if Jordynne wins, I'm never watching again, and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, it's some dude I never saw in there before. But look, everybody's got their own opinion. Some people just are not a fan of the intergender, and it's like, hey, and that's the thing that we've all, I think we can agree on, is that if you're gonna do it, it's got to be done well. Like like any old knockout thrown in there. No, it's got to make sense. It's got to be someone who can really compete with the guys, So, and I know some people might be scared, like, well, what about Tessa? Well, she's gone. There's no reason why they can't start a new chapter. Jordynne's not going anywhere. Like if she gets the championship belt, she's not going to be like, "Hey, sorry, I'm going to Bermuda." No, she's not going anywhere, guys. So
it is fun dip.
It is fun dip.
Oh, fun dip.
Right from the 90s.
The pack from the 90s.
Just tell me it's not actually from the 90s.
No, it is. They stopped making it in the 90s, dude. It's
a thrift
like
store.
candy corn. They stopped making it in 1908, and it's just recycling whatever doesn't get eaten any year.
Man, I'm one of the minority. I love candy corn, man.
I love it.
I fucking love candy corn.
Pure sugar.
Y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't eat it. I mean, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff now, but man, I'll tear it up if it's in front of me for sure. Mark's saying that's cocaine.
The little pumpkins.
Yes, little pumpkins, little like triangular pumpkins. Yes. They're great. Fala finds Hernandez, and he's like, "Yo, man, I heard." I forgot how he started it off. He's like, he wants to challenge him. He's like, I need some money. He can help me out. He's like, I ain't giving you shit, And he's like, now did he challenge him? I kind of missed it a little bit on sound.
Yeah, he challenged him to do the arm wrestling. He's like, you got money? He's like, let me see the money. Yeah, and he's like, I got the money. And he's like, let me go get it. And then he bumps into him. Yeah. Classic move. Move.
Everywhere.
He's pissed off. He's like, God damn it, He's like, I thought you were going on this side. He's like, no, I was going on this side. So he leaves. So at this point, I'm kind of like, where's this going? Like, we're kind of confused, right?
Yeah, I had a feeling. And I was telling Jay, I'm like, well, he spilled coffee on himself. I'm like, are we going to get a bathroom scene?
Right.
Which we'll find out later.
Which it's funny. It turns out to be really, really good. But so that they walk away. That ends that segment. So now we get a little Victory Road tag team rematch. XXXL was going to be down to like XL by the time we come back from tapings, and versus the Rascalz, Dez and Wentz. Now at Victory Road, the Rascalz won, correct? Rascalz won at Victory Road.
Yep.
So they're already coming in with some momentum, and in this one, Rascalz win again. Now, Alicia, we're finally starting to get some Rascalz love here.
Finally, love it.
They're not in the tag division though, like in the title contention at all, though.
Right.
But let me get your opinion on this. Are they kind of like building them here? And it's like, we're going to do all the tag team title stuff here. And then we'll have them kind of meet maybe at the end of the year.
I'd like to see it that way, but let's just get to next week and see what happens. I love to see a win, but they always kind of give us a little and take it away when it comes to the Rascalz. So I'll believe it when I see it.
I know. I'm weary, guys. I'm weary on this one. But Bill, any thoughts? Like do they kind of build them? It's like we're gonna give them credibility and build them with a bunch of wins here, and then we'll do the tag title stuff over here, and we'll eventually have them meet at some point.
I think that's where it's going. I think they're going to be. Obviously, you have the tag title match at Bound for Glory. They're not in, but you have a ton of other tag teams that are featured on Impact. And they're looking like they're going to probably be the leader of that, probably get a title shot after Bound for Glory against maybe who comes out on top there. I don't know if it's going to be, we were talking during the watch along about last year at Bound for Glory, you had the gauntlet that got a lot of people on the show. Yeah. Do they do another gauntlet this year? Possibly. But if everybody's already in matches, maybe just a tag team gauntlet type match. Something that... And that's where you can get these XXXL, Reno Scum. You can get like Deaners. You can get all these teams over, and then probably the Rascalz going over on top. But
because you got like 4 teams who are nowhere near the belt right now.
Correct.
Deaners, XXXL, Rascalz, Reno Scum. Anybody else?
It depends if you want to put TJP and follow, but TJP's now in the X division. So
I'd imagine they're split. I think that team.
Although they are still in the intro, they're still in the intro together. They're still in the intro together.
They are.
And they clean that up pretty regularly, so that they're still together there. I wouldn't put it totally out of contention yet.
True. They have been cleaning
just on the back burner.
Steven Swinger's tag team now. Yeah, I guess they can always come back. I guess they can always come back to that one.
Too many tag teams.
It's becoming a very tag team heavy company now.
It's like they gotta start breaking people up or weeding people out, but this is like a little overwhelming. Like, there's only one set of tag belts. Like, how are we doing this here? How do we have this many tag teams?
That's true. How do we get this many tag teams? That's a lot of fucking tag teams, man.
Yeah.
I was listening to something. A friend of mine, Billy Body, who does a lot of news stuff. He's over in the UK. He was saying, wouldn't be a bad idea to have a show that just focuses on tag teams and women's matches. You know, do a spinoff where it's like just tag teams and women's stuff. And like you have real high, like high caliber divisional matches. Good way to use some, maybe put it on Access. You got a lot of ways to get people on the show, get extra screen time out of them. Which, I mean, the amount of tag teams you got, you can easily do it. And Vlet's right. At one point we didn't have any tag teams. At one point we were struggling at tag teams.
It was like the whole North title run, except for the Rascalz.
Yeah, it was true. It was right before the Rascalz came in. For a while, it was OVE and LAX, and that was it.
They're like fighting each other like every week.
Which was very entertaining. But when that's all you got, it's like, and I even said that back when I was reviewing that stuff on my own channel. I said, man, we really need some new tag teams. But hey, the brand came through. It's like, have faith in the brand, and they look at now it's like, oh my God, Tag Mania. It's so many. Honestly, I looked at this tag match, and we got 2 wins in a row from the Rascalz. It certainly gives them a oomph. It could also lead to a little dissension in the team of XXXL. Because I would love to see AC versus Lawrence Delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah. So, and that's the match we saw at All Glory last year. So maybe that's something that's going to slowly build. Who knows? But together or apart, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got a lot of ways we can. It's a shame we only have one set of tag team belts. Yeah. It really is. With that many tags that are awesome in that division, I wish we had another set or something to do with these guys. Maybe.
Like for reals.
I agree, Taya. I definitely do.
I'm kind of glad we're not New Japan though, because that's just
that's the only thing. A lot of the stuff we're hinting at is all very New Japan.
Is that what they do?
Honestly,
they have a shit ton
of tag teams and a lot of belts.
Oh, really?
Their big show of the year is like 12 title matches.
Come on.
I don't think we won. Every match is a title match.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Wrestle Kingdoms, every match is a title match.
And
it used to be. Now it's 2 nights. So now it's not every match.
And every house show is, this 4 versus 4, 3 versus 3, 5 versus 5. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's
Jesus, 12 title matches on one show. What is it for? Like the lampshade title and the fucking like the goddamn like.
Well, they have double sets of every title.
Yeah,
like they have junior versions of every title.
Come on, man, that's overkill, isn't it?
That's
right here. Look.
That's a participation trophy, bro.
It so is. Look at IWGP IC never open weight. What does that even mean? Never open weight. 6-man tag titles, junior tag
division.
Yeah,
never open weight is actually.
Yeah, it's no limits. Yeah, anyone can go for it. Yeah.
I wonder where they got that idea. Just saying.
Oh, jeez.
Just saying.
But we don't like TNA.
Yeah, right. Never open. What does that even mean? Never open weight. That's kind of like the people who call the Up North belt, like the old one, the Winged Eagle. That was like, oh, I love that Winged Eagle. But I'm like, as opposed to what? A fucking wingless eagle? Like, what the hell's a Winged Eagle? Of course it's a Winged Eagle. They're all fucking wings. Like, oh, I love that Winged Eagle belt. They all got wings. What does that mean? It's an eagle. It's a fucking eagle belt. I always wanted to rant on that one in person. I don't want anybody thinks
they emphasized the wings on that belt.
No weight limit.
It was off the plate.
I don't know how. I guess this makes sense. I don't know.
But, never open as in, hey, let's close that chapter of the discussion.
Yeah,
moving on.
Fucking AJ, but you gonna sass me? You gonna sass me?
That son of a bitch.
Fucking guy.
Okay, well, I think we could. The tag teams might be because of Don's New Japan stuff, because he's obviously was over there. So it's not a bad way. You just don't want to overdo it. It's a fine line.
It's just tough when you only got one show. That's my thing.
That's how you get a lot of people on the show. That's the New Japan theory. is it gets you to use everybody by having all these tag matches.
True. Truck, I have not had a bang energy since the weekend. I told you I felt like shit the next day, and I was like telling Alicia, I was like, I felt like ass the next day. She's like, it's that fucking bang, bro.
Yeah.
I'll do it every time. I'm like, is it? But it tastes so good. She's like, no, it'll fuck you up. And she's like, yeah, you're almost like 40, bro. You gotta like take it easy on that shit. I'm like, damn, why you gotta throw that age at me?
Thank you, bro.
Why you gotta throw that age at me like that? Am I ain't trying to count 40 yet? It's not even 39. 3 more weeks, by the way. Just putting that out there. Well,
I feel like we're all past the 30 jump, so it's like we're old as shit.
Fuck. My birthday is Bound for Glory weekend. That's that. It makes it fun.
Oh, that's cool.
26. My birthday's that Monday. So I'm gonna be putting up. I'm going full on Russo here. I'm putting the wish list up with this most ridiculous shit. No, I'm not. I can't do that.
Dunker. Oh, you got the Dunkaroos from 7-Eleven.
What fucking year is this? What year is it at your house?
I stepped into a time warp at the 7-Eleven on my way home from work.
If she busts out EL fudge cookies, I'm gonna end this broadcast.
Oh, those are my favorite, but I do not have any right now.
Do they still sell EL fudge?
Yes. Hell yeah. They're like one of their most popular cookies. They even have reverse versions now, too.
Come on. All right. Now you're trying to hurt me. They have reverse versions of EL fudge?
Yeah.
I didn't know they still sold those. Holy shit.
And like double stuff.
Come on. I can't do this. I can't. I'm trying to live past 40. And knowing that those still exist out there. Fuck. Those are so good, though.
My favorite is to like stack them.
Yes.
Make like triple creams. And just like dunk.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
We don't want to know if you're watching Pete and Pete in the background.
Yeah, no, I am not watching P&P, but that is a good one. That is a great show that was filmed in New Jersey.
Was it really?
Yes. South Jersey.
Mark's always got EL fudge in his house. Kids tear him up. He says, damn, I didn't know they still made them. Crap.
Yeah.
All right,
it's a beautiful cookie.
It is a beautiful cookie. But
I need to go shopping. Fuck.
Seriously,
Same.
man. Rascalz
What
get the
grocery
win.
stores open?
Somebody. I don't know. Is anybody even open 24 hours anymore?
No.
Like,
just gas stations.
Are closing at like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Dude, store hours have gotten weird
That's
to me.
some bullshit, man.
I'm like, people are closing. I'm like, but everybody still wants to go shopping. You could stay open. Like, people will
Like you can still go to like a CVS.
Yeah, I guess so.
For 24 hours. That's about it. Because a place with a pharmacy still needs to be open 24 hours within a certain distance.
Thank God for Walgreens.
Yeah, Walgreens, Rite Aid,
Walmart, Target still open. Snick at night.
Oh no, we have no 24-hour anything here other than gas stations.
Our Walmarts are open 24 hours.
Yeah, they close at 10 here.
Yeah, ours became 10 o'clock now, which is crazy. Yeah, it's weird. Strange times. Jaybone lives near this fucking grocery store, though, that like people travel like states to go to. Jay Woodman's. That place is, I think that's still 24 hours, and that place is insane.
Oh wow.
It's got a mile-long cheese aisle.
I don't like shopping at that store. I stood in line late at night for like an hour, and we had like 5 items. It's like
no express line, Jay.
What? No, there was like one line. One line.
It's a great store though.
One line, 30 people in line. I'm like, I'm never fucking coming here again.
Come out of here.
Come on.
Jaybone just stood in line,
Yeah, this is horrible.
And walked out of there.
Yeah, you're ready to. It's like just screw your mile long aisle of catch-ups. Don't give a shit. I'm out of here.
Fala sneaks into the shower, the bathroom, while Hernandez is taking a shower, and sneaks over, goes into his clothes, and steals the wad of cash. And the amount again, Bill, was?
Well, it was $78.
$78.
But then it got added to. He did win a couple more matches. So I'm there. I'm going out there on a limb. I'm going to say triple digits. It might be about $100.
$100?
That's not going to pay for a wedding.
Well, it depends where.
It'll help.
Maybe you can get like the Waffle House wedding package.
Oh, that signed me up.
A Denny's wedding package. You never know.
It would pay for a halfway decent stripper at the
at the loose caboose.
At
the loose caboose.
There was actually a place near where I grew up, and it wasn't official. It was like the known name, because supposedly due to like different restrictions on the land, the guy that owned it painted it this horrible paint job, and it was like of a dancer, like a silhouette, but it was so bad, the paint job, it was referred to as the shitty titty.
We have a place local in one of the towns called the Breeze Inn.
The Breeze Inn.
And got the name the Sleaze Inn.
There's see all these bad places like this, they get these nicknames that are just fantastic.
It was a dive for sure.
Jeez.
We had one in South Wisconsin that I went to when I turned 18, full nude, no alcohol. So I only had to be 18 to get in. It was called Clown's Lounge.
What?
Well, you know that what is it? They can't serve alcohol in certain places when it's full nude, but if it's a bikini bar, then they can serve alcohol.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, what's funny is the bar was about 50 paces behind this building. So you could go there, get tanked, come back, and full nude it up all night. I guess.
The shitty. I'm still laughing.
The shitty titty.
The shitty titty.
You guys swing?
That's one of my only two stories. The one that I grew up near, and then when I would go to Toronto tapings, my preferred hotel is Fillmore's, which is on top of a strip club.
The one downtown, the one down, like
downtown.
at the end of that street. Yes,
it's the most affordable hotel in Toronto near where they tape.
It's a huge strip club.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Shit. It's fuck. I mean, I've heard that it's a huge strip club. I'm just saying. Sorry, Mom. But back to the review. Speaking of, I said sorry, Mom. Speaking of my mom, send good wish. My mom broke her finger today. My poor 68-year-old mother.
Oh.
She got it caught in the latch of the front door, and it ripped like her. She got stitches and everything. Terrible. Like she broke the bone underneath like your fingernail. My poor mother. You know, it hurts to see your mom in pain, and it sucked to see that. So she's out for 6 to 8 weeks with a splint, and she's constantly just doing this now. She's like to a 60-year-old lady, like being stuck in the middle finger position is hilarious. So like it's already the ongoing joke for like the house now. She's like, I can't believe I'm gonna be doing this for the next 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like, Mom, you're totally flipping me off right now. She goes, what do you mean I'm flipping you off? I can't move my fingers. It's hilarious. I'm like, you should go driving. That's funny. But send some good wishes to my mom. I don't know if she's watching or not, but it sucks. Totally sucks. It was just her birthday too. What a lousy week.
Yeah.
What a lousy thing to happen after your birthday. But we'll see anyway. Back to Bob gets the cash. It's at least up to $100 according to Bill. That is bad. Thanks, Jaybone. But Jimmy Jacobs checks in with Rich Swann's doctor, Dr. Ross, his physical therapist.
Dr. Ross.
He looks a lot like the Ross Foreman of Impact. He just looks a lot like
it is Dr. Foreman.
Dr. Foreman.
Maybe it's his brother, twin brother.
Twin brother, maybe. Yeah, it could be. I didn't know he had a twin brother. But he says Rich is ready to go. This segment was kind of sadistic though, man. He says Rich is looking good. Rich is like working out in the background. He's warming up. And then Eric Young, was he under like a costume? Like was he dressed?
We saw a figure, and Jay was pointing it out. It's like, who's that? Who's that?
He's like a doctor.
He was like leaning over. Yeah.
Yeah, there was someone bent over some equipment, someone in the background of it, and I was like, I was trying to see around Ross. Ross was in the way, and I'm like, okay, there's some dude in some kind of like
like a physical therapy nurse. It looked like he had the scrubs on. Something.
There's a headband. I'm like, okay, so there's someone mysterious behind Jimmy Jacobs and Dr. Ross. Dr. Foreman.
Dr. Foreman.
Dr. Foreman. And
Dr. Ross is my chiropractor.
I'd get a second opinion on that one, Bill. Just check on that.
You might wanna, oh boy.
So go ahead, Jay. Finish your thought.
Oh yeah, so they're talking to Rich. He's coming off of some equipment. They're just about to talk to him, and out of nowhere, Eric Young just blasts him and starts beating the hell out of this ankle.
Ugh.
And it was a really brutal attack, and ends with, I don't know what kind. I'm not a weight guy per se, but it was one of those like
It's a kettlebell. A kettlebell.
Kettlebell. Thank you.
Yeah.
Takes the
Adam Impact
kettlebell.
would have been all over that.
Oh,
And right, yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, he's probably ready to hit me with a kettlebell, but he takes it and off camera, wham, hits it, and Rich is just screaming in pain.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, the odds of Rich going to Bound for Glory after this, I gotta say, they're not looking too good. I don't know what Dr. Foreman can do, but.
He'll be there.
When he smacked the kettlebell, like on the, you heard that like holy shit, dude! I'm like, you can really smash somebody's fucking ankle with that.
I jumped. Right? When he did that, I legit jumped. I was like, oh my god! Like you just
sadistic shit, man.
Yeah, I said he miseried him, man. It was like Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
it was. The thing is, though, is it a little too much? Like, I want to hear from people in the chat, like to the point where, like, if you smash that on somebody's ankle, like it's gone.
Oh, we didn't see it.
How will you?
He may have missed.
He may have missed, but the implication is like he got it. The
implication is, but that's what they want us to all think. That like, there's no way he can be in the match now.
Well,
he'll be there.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's gonna be there. I hope. I'm like,
he's gonna do it one-footed.
Shit, man. I mean, he's got to fucking I mean, it's a cool story. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, are we really taking this ankle out a lot, man? I mean, to the point where I'm like, shit, can this guy even like function anymore? But we'll see. We'll see where they go. I'm very curious now. Like, I'm very invested in where all this goes because of that. So I'm like, dude, I think he's dead at this point. Like, you just killed Rich Swann.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what happens to Rich now?
He kettlebelled his face.
But shout out to Rich for the way he sells. I mean, this is completely off character, but like, or off like TV. But the way he acts that out, like the selling of that, I'm like wincing in pain for the guy. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, he's dead. Like his fucking leg. Holy shit! I'm like freaked out for him because that scream he gives out, like it just, man, it like makes you fucking, oh shit. Crazy stuff though. This you still got 3 more weeks of build to do with these guys. That's the scary part to me. Like
Paul, my nephew in Hawaii is just brutal. He says, "Hell no, I want more EY." Dear God,
you out of your mind. Look
at
Paul Nelson.
Maniac.
Paul Nelson, you're nuts. You're nuts. All right, so Dr. Foreman's got a lot of work to do. Gia Miller's backstage. She was at AEW too. Bill, did you meet her? Did you say hello to her?
I did. I said hello to her there, and at Rockstar Pro she was at as well. But
if you're gonna say it, you gotta say it right. Mean, woo! By God, Gene Miller.
She was Danny Daniels thought Gia Miller was what's her name? Alicia, who's that? Who's the indie wrestler with the unicorn gimmick? Laney Luck. Yeah, he thought it was Laney Luck. He's like, man, Laney Luck's hanging out here. Like she really told me she looks like really in shape. Like she looks great. And I'm like, no, dude, that's Gia Miller. He goes, who's Gia? I'm like, backstage interview for Impact. He goes, that's her. I thought it was Laney Luck. I'm like,
oh jeez,
what? She's wearing a mask. She's wearing a mask and she's brunette. That's not Laney Luck. He's like, oh shit.
Little off, Danny.
Little off. I was like, it's nowhere near Laney Luck at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was hanging out at Ace and Fulton's merch table. Who, by the way, if you guys have not gotten some, they got some dope fucking merch going on. Bill dropped $380 on their merchandise. Look at that. Look at that. Bill just went nuts. He paid their rent this week. This
nice.
No, they got some super cool shit. Like, Bill, did you get that one poster they were selling? That's a new shirt, by the way.
That looks awesome.
Did you get the poster? Soft. It does look soft. It's like a high blend cotton. They were selling a cool ass Ace Austin poster. Did you get that?
No, that was actually not a newer poster. That actually he had, because my buddy Dave bought it at the show we saw Ace at the week before in Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think he had that Mania week.
Oh, he did.
So it's like a comic book cover. It's a very Gambit style poster, but it's very cool. Very cool.
Super cool poster. Just as a little bit of news, we didn't add it to the news, but Fulton and Ace Austin won the AEW tag team titles this weekend. So that was a big one. One thing I wanted to point out, when Ace and Sabin were on the press call today. I didn't think it would be. I could throw it in there, but they are both former AAW tag team champions because the Guns had it 10 years ago. So it's kind of, and they're also both former X Division champions, and let's hope maybe Ace is good. What I was trying to get at was like their trajectories are very similar. Like Ace Austin's a lot like a young Chris Sabin in a way, because he keeps saying I'm going to be world champion someday, and it's like, dude, if you win tag belts, like you're literally on your way to being the Chris Sabin route of success. So could be, but he's awesome. He is so good, man. She talks with the Guns before their match tonight, and Shelley at this point says Austin reminds him a lot of himself at 23, a little arrogant, cocky, talking very confidently, talking shit. But the Good Brothers interrupt him and they say, "Hey, we're gonna take your belts at BFG, but tonight we got your back. We're gonna keep an eye on things for you. Don't worry about it." So good luck. And then they're kind of like not having it. Like they're really not liking each other. All four of these guys. A lot of smart assery going on. Just a little bill for BFG.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic though. I'm loving the angle with them too. Because it's like brother me softly. It's good stuff.
Because he said that to him, right? He's like, hey, calm down, brother me softly. And nice, you got that. I always want. They have a shirt that says "Brother Me Softly" on it.
They do.
Oh, really?
I want to get that shirt. Just it's so absurd.
I think that's on collar and elbow.
It is. It's a collar and elbow shirt. You're right. But it's just such an absurd, like "Brother Me Softly." Like I think, what would somebody, if you didn't know wrestling, and you saw a guy just wearing that out, like what do you assume that means?
Oh man!
Like just like immediately some pervs like sexual. It's some sexual thing.
Well,
I know it.
Have any of these guys saw Talking Shop Mania?
It's true. Yeah, show them Talking Shop Mania. So that could be that little feud is interesting. It's just jawing back and forth. Another tag. It's literally tag wars on Impact. I swear to God, because the knockouts, Rosemary and Taya taking on Kiera and Tasha. There was so much screaming in this match that my fucking speakers were like blowing out. I literally just heard screaming the whole match. It was just like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck was happening? Truck brings us real quick to go back to that. He did at the end of that segment though. Sabin's like, I heard you pissed yourself on a plane. That was it. Like that was the last thing he said. I'm like, what is that? What's the context of that one?
There's all kind of
there
inside jokes and ribs in there with these guys. It's fantastic.
It is pretty good.
Good.
But Alicia, there was so much screaming in this tag match that I was like, holy shit, they're either going to kill each other or something else. Like I couldn't figure out.
About, yeah.
It was crazy, but damn good match. Damn good match. I think Kiera and Tasha brought it on this one.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally brought it on this one. But they all look good. They all look strong. Everybody. But so in between the match, they were cutting to Nevaeh and Havoc, kind of observing them. What was commentary saying? Because commentary was completely out on Twitch at this point. What did they allude to? What was going on Access? Like, what were they saying on Access?
I did not catch it. I must have been out of the room briefly when that scene happened.
What Bill and Jay, you guys recall?
Yeah, they were just saying. I think the only reference they made is when they went back to them and saying something like, "Oh, Havoc and Nevaeh watching in the back, seeing what these teams are doing this week."
Gotcha.
I don't think they put it right out there that it was going to wind up resulting in what we find out for next week.
Yeah, that's one thing they did announce for next week is that all three are going to be facing each other in a triple threat tag match.
Dude, it's tag wars. It is 100% tag wars. Man.
It's the time to bring those belts back.
You got to at this point.
It's this close at this point. It's this close.
It's felt like it from all year.
I think they're going to wait for Bound for Glory and hit us with them there. Yeah.
It's crazy to me though that they haven't yet, but yeah, I think you're right. They have to kind of put it at a special point. But the last champion were Eric Young and ODB. Remember, let's not forget that. So Eric Young still has that title somewhere, like hanging out.
Hey, maybe Gail comes out with ODB for a special announcement.
Could be.
I don't know. And then of course, then she's got to hold the belt and be like, by the way, damn it, EY, bam, where's my chicken?
Boom. Those belts went out of commission 7 years ago, 2013, and Brooke Hogan deactivated them because Eric Young's a guy, and he couldn't have him. And that happened in Peoria, Illinois. That's crazy. I was not at that show.
You were not at that show.
I could have easily been at that one. It's about 2.5, 3 hours away. I don't know why I wasn't at that. I probably was at the whatever show the next day was, or whatever the tour was. I don't know, but I was not at that for some reason.
Thanks a lot, Brooke Hogan.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, like what? That's so stupid. Like, oh yeah, as a guy, so I'm gonna deactivate him. It's like you just take him off ODB and Eric Young, and give him to a different female tag team because there were other teams back then.
Yeah, because they beat Gail and Madison for him. So like there were other teams around.
It's like the beautiful people were probably lurking in one form or another around then. So
give them the beautiful people. That's right.
Yeah, no, like honestly, I liked when they were. I don't dislike the beautiful people. Again, I don't know how anybody was going to do that, but
we all know how much you love the beautiful people, Alicia. We all heard.
I just simply said that I didn't want to see them on a recent run. That's all.
Are they in Ring of Honor though? Isn't that what they're doing? Something in Ring of Honor with like with Becky Bayless and stuff too now.
Oh, Becky Bayless. Oh, this is even new. I didn't know.
I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I have no idea.
Sorry, Mandy Leon. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch them either.
They
rebooted it, right? But they were calling it something else.
They're called The Allure.
The Allure,
but it's the beautiful people, but in Ring of Honor.
Gotcha. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, I knew they did something. They kind of like rebooted it, and I'm like, okay, but yeah, it was like I thought it was Becky Bells, but yeah, Mandy Leon. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good nostalgia pop, if anything, if they come in.
Yeah.
But
look out for those demos. Look out for those demos.
Yeah, those demos, man. Those demos. So we'll see. I mean, it's been 7 years since those got taken away. It's been a long time, man. I imagine it's still
too long.
Too long. Too long. They've had a lot of women come through since. You might as well put them back into play. So Rosemary and Taya do win this one though, and they're basically setting up, for that next match next week. But I really think Kiera and Tasha should have come out ahead here. They had it the whole match.
Yeah.
So but either way, they're a great team too. It would
they work great together.
They're so good, man. And a Knockout's belt would do wonders for them for sure.
They've got the chemistry for it.
And are they calling Taya and Rosemary? Is it Ragnarok? Is that what they're calling them? There's like I could have sworn I heard them call, or they listed it on Twitter. They have like a team name
on Twitter. Maybe.
Is it
Ragnarok? Not during the show. They didn't say anything, but maybe they put something out online. It wouldn't shock me because none of these teams have named themselves yet.
None of them.
Once they name themselves, then it's official.
Am I pronouncing that right? It's like Thor.
It's Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. Okay.
Does that get by the copyright police?
They did. So yeah, Truck saying they did put it out on Twitter like that. I could have sworn they did. So they're starting to name these teams now, guys. Like, okay, so we're getting somewhere.
If Josh acknowledges it, then I go with it.
If Josh says yes,
if Josh puts them over during the show, then
you put a lot of stock in Josh, man.
Come on, man.
All right, so we'll see where that goes. Diener's taking on Crazy Steve and Johnny Swinger. More tag wars. This is a tag team show. It's the last 2 weeks have been tag heavy as fuck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. It's the Dieners taking on Crazy Steve and Johnny Swinger and his young boy Crazy Steve. And Jake hands Steve a beer. Steve takes the beer. He makes his pet monkey drink it at one point. Swinger's livid at the comedic approach going on, so he tags himself in to be serious. Jake goes back, and I mean it's like comedic and it's fun.
So we understand now that Crazy Steve he may have stolen the Diener's beer in the Wrestle House segments.
Yeah,
but he's actually an enabler for the monkey.
For Kevin.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Really, he was stealing the beer for the monkey.
For the monkey,
like the monkey was just at in the corner of the ring underneath the turnbuckle. He's just guzzling the beer. I'm like, oh my god, this monkey is out of control.
I'll accept it.
So he's stealing the beer for the monkey, and for good reason. But now the Dieners don't hate him anymore because it's for a good cause.
So that monkey needs Jesus.
Sadly, I understood about half of that.
Exactly. I'm very lost on that whole thing.
And I thought because it's named Kevin because they named it after the character Macaulay Culkin played.
Oh, okay. Really?
No.
I was going to say, it sounds viable.
It could be.
That's funny.
Kevin!
Or it's named after Kevin, our buddy Kevin.
It could be.
It could be after.
I think it might be under Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin, Impact Production. Could be after him.
Maybe he let Steve borrow the monkey.
Maybe.
Maybe it's his monkey.
Maybe Big Kev's an alcoholic.
All right, take it easy. Joe. Cut his mic. It was a short match, a little fun stuff, but Cody wins DDT on Swinger, so he's out. Swinger, I cannot remember the last time Swinger won a match, but it was
Action Mike Jackson.
That was it. I gotta imagine that was it.
Oh wow!
No, there was something on Explosion. He had to have won. Look, even the crickets agree with me.
Not my crickets.
Whose crickets are those? Who's got crickets in their house now?
Not me. I don't hear them.
I heard something. Somebody's got a cricket going on.
Is it Kalon hacking the feed?
Kalon, he's definitely not hacking the feed. He's I don't know where. I don't even know what happened to him. What happened to Kalon? Do we even have a Kalon? Do we have a Kalon anymore on this on this show? I don't think he exists.
Kalon and
Your buddy Kyle.
Kalon and
Your buddy Kyle.
He doesn't exist. He doesn't exist, Russo. He's not around anymore.
He's fighting the fight in the schools.
He popped in for like 5. We have like a group chat, everybody, and he popped in for like 5 minutes, if that. Said like 4 things and was gone. Like just disappeared, like poof, out.
Does that walking in the wind shit?
That is. What do you guys in the chat think about all the tag matches? Are we getting a lot of tags? Are we getting all too much tag? Are you guys happy with the tag teams? Would you want it split off? Maybe make Explosion more tag team heavy? How are you feeling about this many tag teams on the show? You know, or is it too much? Or are we liking where we're going with it? So let's give us your opinion on that, guys. Let's see where we're at with that. We get a real recap of Deanna and Susie, or she broke her arm, and it was brutal. If you saw Victory Road, she definitely took Susie's arm out. And following that, Gia interviews Kylie about the match, and Kylie's like pissed off. She's all like, "No, I'm not happy. I'm not upset. I don't know what to think right now." She's all pissed off and really worked up. Kimber interrupts her and starts taunting her for sticking up for her best friend Sue. Z, did you guys catch that when she said that? She goes, "Oh, it's so cute that you're sticking up for Sue." Z. I was like, "Oh, that was nice." Kylie like kind of loses it though right here, like sadistically loses it and beats the shit out of Kim, and then she like freaks out that she had that rage in her.
Yeah,
so I'm telling you, my prediction is she's the one who turns.
Yeah,
she's like, wait a minute, that was my job, and it's like
I think they're both turning.
Let's go full on goth.
Because like you think about it, Kylie can't turn evil without the influence of Sue Young.
True.
And the more Sue Young gets messed up, or Susie gets messed up, the more she taps back into Sue Young.
And they said at Victory Road and on this episode, we don't know when we're going to see Sue again.
Yep.
Or Susie, whatever they said. So we don't know when we're going to see her again. So.
Last time she was out for a while, she came back as Susie.
True.
If she's out for a while and whatever is possessing Sue Z to turn to Sue Young, maybe it's a transfer of power, if you will.
It is. It could be. Could very, very well be. It's going to be interesting to see. Interesting to see where that goes, because I called it a while ago that it had that vibe that's going to be Kylie who kind of turns and gets all twisted and demented about this shit.
Yeah.
So
I said this a couple of weeks ago too. If you look at Kylie when she's talking to Susie, there is something about her smile that just looks borderline malicious and terrifying. Like she's smiley Kylie, but if you really look at her, there is something like I said, you just instantly put the Joker makeup on her, like just instantly, and it'd be a perfect fit.
Interesting, man. Listen, the first hint of it was today. The first hint of it's now. So now we kind of see where this builds up. I'm very, very curious how they kind of drop more hints over the next 3 weeks. Because we got 3 weeks from this Saturday, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is it. So we got some time. We definitely got some time to do this. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Scott, okay, this is great. Scott's in the back talking to Heath. The segment was a little long. It went a little bit long. But it was a contract negotiation, so it's gonna go long. It's not gonna be short. But Heath is basically trying to tell him that
it ain't no secret. I need a job.
He needs a job. Scott rolls up his sleeves for this one, like Bill just did, getting ready to talk turkey with him. And he's like, I wasn't sold on you, but now I like what you're doing. He's showing up here, having a good time. He tells him, hey, my brother, who's a lawyer, helped me create a contract, customized it. And Scott's like, nah, negotiations, you got to go back and forth. He expects to get paid. He's like, hey, man, I've been out of work since April. I deserve a decent earning. Scott's like, nah, you did a lot of bad things coming into here initially and snuck into Slammiversary. You hurt my talent. You ran your campaign on my show. And Scott just like getting more and more pissed off as this is happening. And he's like, no deal. Fuck off. Throws the contract at him. Tears it, throws it up in the air, kicks him out. He's out of there. Rhino's on the outside, like pacing, waiting for him. He's like, well, what's the deal? You signed? Are you in? He's like, no, I'm not signed. He threw my contract away. I didn't sign shit. Thanks a lot, Terry. You told me to be grass is greener on the other side over here, Terry. This sucks. It's like it was a total shit show. And he, where do we go from here, though? I don't know what to do now. Does he keep sneaking in? Like, I mean, I know he's still.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
No secret. You still need a job.
So the thing is, Scott is not that impressed with him.
Yeah.
To the point he was, but not to the tune of whatever was in that contract that Heath slid across the table to him. If he's going to sign him for whatever was in that contract, which is obviously was too many zeros to Scott's liking, then he's going to have to do something to deserve it. So the question now is, what is Heath going to do to earn what was in that contract? Is he going to maybe... because he looked like he was kind of upset at Rhino, his good buddy Rhino. So does he do something to him out of frustration that would maybe Scott would look at it and be like, wow, he really wants this job. So maybe if he does something else, kind of extreme-ish, maybe he'll earn it.
All right. Did he mention Drew McIntyre? I didn't catch that. He mentioned him?
Did. He mentioned McIntyre, yeah.
And he said
not
Raw.
Galloway. He said
he did. What did he say? What I missed?
He said Raw. He's like, I was on Raw with McIntyre, and it got huge ratings. I brought him to you.
Then he brought up the sandwiches, right?
Did he bring up? I missed that too. He brought up the sandwiches too.
I thought he did. Maybe I just wanted it to happen.
He did bring up, he went right in. He's like, I'm not some Sunday morning jobber. And then he's like, oh no, you're not a Sunday morning jobber. Maybe Tuesday, Friday, Thursday.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh shit. He used his shoot name. Yeah, Terry. Okay. In the chat, guys, where do they go from here? Like, what do you do? What do you do now? I'm curious what everybody thinks. It was a funny segment though. Scott is getting better and better at this like authority figure thing every week.
Fantastic.
He's a great like commissioner type management role. I love it. I think he looks good doing it. He's fun. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. We still got some time.
Scott's going to end up looking.
Team Gauntlet.
Scott's going to end up looking like me though pretty soon if he keeps this up. I mean, he's the man is legit going to go bald.
So send him a tweet ski, Jaybone, in the old Twitter box, and let him know how to handle it, how to cope with that.
Yeah. Well, there were some great commercials during the show tonight that we were they were looking at. There was several commercials for hymns. So, oh, and Nugenics. I mean, shoot. I mean, there's a full, there was workout commercials. I mean, my God.
Hey, if it's good enough for the big herd, it's good enough for you.
These demos, man, I tell you what they're advertising to. Crazy.
Oh, guys like me trying to come back, and
we cut over to EC3 outside holding the belt, and he's telling Moose, he's like, "You're controlled your narrative. It's your time. You're too late. Time's up. You have to break your attachment to this belt. It's done. Break your attachment to the past." And he just casually tosses the belt over a bridge.
Just
and that
casually.
was it. What's that?
Just casually.
That was it, though. But I'm like, that was it? I thought that was very underwhelming, personally.
Because it's not over.
Okay, please tell me it's not over. And I want everybody's thoughts in the chat on this. He just like free Moose.
Free Moose.
But that's the funeral for the belt? That's the funeral? Like, I expected way worse. I mean, I don't know. They hyped it as a funeral for the title, but it was such a casual. You don't see the fall. You don't see the
you don't see the fall.
You don't see the effect of it,
Yeah.
And that's why Moose is gonna come back with it next week, probably.
I don't know, man.
Ooh.
That one throws me off. Who got a text? Who's contacting? Better not be Kyle. Better not be Kyle.
I really wanted. I really was hoping for Sweet Auntie D to
to text you.
That was. Oh no, not no. The show up at the funeral. No, I'm hoping for someone else. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I thought she was a show up too. I thought it was a good way to tie her in.
Yeah.
Especially with being today being her birthday and all.
The whole controlling your past, getting rid of your past, it'd have been a great way if she was in there for a couple of seconds to, it's time. Do whatever you need to do for you. To like just as a positive reassurance for him that he's doing the right thing. Something, I don't know.
Would have been interesting. I don't know. It was a little underwhelming for me. I hope there's more to it. And like Truck saying, it amounted to a lot less than was built over the past few months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't think it's. I don't know. If that's a funeral, like, I don't know where else you go. I don't know what do you do now? Because you
have a match.
I guess you have a match now, but that's it. Like, I hope that's not all we led up to. I don't know. I'm hoping there's more because it just felt really underwhelming to me. So I'm going to wait until next week to see if there's a follow up. If not, I'm not terribly pleased with that. It just, especially with how casual he threw it too. Like, okay, it'd be one thing if he like chucked that fucker over the thing. He's like, all right, fuck this belt, and like throws it over. Yeah. It's like there's a little attitude behind it, but he just kind of casually like, really, free Moose. And I was like, that's it? That's it? So there's little details, things like that. I want to see more made of it. We had a belt spot years ago up north. They did and that when you saw the belt fly into the river.
Yeah.
I get it. Like there's
I was gonna reference that, but I was like,
I'll reference it for the sake of like, I know it's a different time. There's things available. There's access to things, money, but seeing it gave you the attachment to the fact that it's holy shit. It got thrown into the fucking river. If they even like put this into a trash can and burned it, whatever, I could have lived with that too, because it would have given me some kind of emotional connection to what I just saw, just something that I see. Okay, I saw you kill it. I didn't really see where it went. It could have just very well fallen 5 feet next to him. I'm like, cool. I don't know, but I need to see it. It's one thing, right? And it's one thing I always go back to it. I don't know if any of you guys watched Sons of Anarchy, the show when it happened, and the ending scene. Jay, did you watch it?
I'm on season 3. Don't spoil it for me.
Shit.
No spoilers.
I can't spoil it. All right.
I did see the Aces and Eights, so does that count?
That counts.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave for a couple minutes and you can talk about it.
No, you can stay. Unless you have to go and attend to like.
Yeah, I actually do. So go ahead.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna. I don't want to ruin it for Alicia either. But it's one of those things where like when you don't see something happen, especially a crucial moment, if you like cut away or whatever, it takes you out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of leaves you like, wait,
open-ended.
Yeah, like I didn't get to emotionally attach to that finality.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt that here. I'm waiting to see where we go. I'm going to give it another week of build, but that's the most I feel like we can do at that point.
There's going to be fallout, I'm sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
Trust me.
All right. I'm trusting you, Bill. You're on the Booker phone right now, calling him up. Like, yo, guys, there's a little underwhelmingness here. Can we fix that, please?
It's like it's the Don't Stop and the Sopranos, but you're actually going to see who walks through that door.
Like the Soprano deal, right? Just went to black. No emotional attachment. Backstage, Ken Shamrock is feeling really bad for injuring Eddie. Sammy's like, what you did is right, you know, and he's like, no, it's not bad. So he's telling him, like, no, you're fine. He's like, look at the social media presence. 45 million retweets. He's like, what? It was billion last week. Wasn't it a billion? I could have sworn.
Yeah,
it'll be 45,000 next week.
Okay, it's coming down. And he's like, you're the world's most dangerous man. You need to get that back. Come on. He's like, pumps him. He's like, come on, goddamn, you know, be that guy again. And then Shamrock snaps and just beats the shit out of a security guard.
Mimsy.
Mimsy? It was Mimsy. Explosion champion. Not the champion. Explosion #1 contender, Mimsy.
Yeah, he's got to get it to Nate Bach's level.
He's definitely. I can't believe you didn't take a picture with Nate Bach. Should have taken a picture with Nate Bach.
Next time I have Rockstar Pro.
But yeah, he gets his ass handed to him. So we got the little fire back in Ken Shamrock. So that match is set for Bound for Glory, right? Eddie and Ken. All right, so main event time. Let me set up. So they announced next week's card. Knockout triple threat, Nevaeh and Havoc, which I hope that they start going by the Killer Death Machines because that's what they were before. So we can easily name them that. Ragnarok, Rosemary and Taya, taking on Kiera and Tasha. Kylie against Kimber. Fulton against Doc, which is interesting. And then a part 3 of Rich Swann's Road to Recovery. So that's going to be interesting. So I might fucking lose the other goddamn leg. So Adam Armand's saying here, the EC3 vignette ended the new ROH episode. Do we think there's a tie-in to what's going on in Impact? He's playing the same character, same types of teaser. I think there is.
Because honestly, some of that footage, I saw this, it's the same footage from Slammiversary.
It is. It's like the exact same
Walking
stuff.
down the same tracks, same people following them on the tracks. It's the same thing. And we know that Impact filmed that. So
he's got his own guy doing these things.
Mm-hmm.
I followed him. He's got a videographer who's doing specifically the narrative videos. Because you can see they're filmed kind of differently. They got their own little twist to them. They got a little Impact polish with the cut-ins, but the narrative stuff's like a whole different world. But I followed his guy who's his filmmaker. You know who that was? The guy. There was a segment 2 weeks ago. Remember this?
Yeah, the guy that had
the hoodie on.
Yeah.
It's like, where's EC3? And it's
the guy that wasn't Homicide.
The guy that wasn't Homicide. He's like, oh, he went that way. And the guy like kind of fixed his hoodie, and it was the free EC3 hoodie. That's the guy. That's the videographer that he uses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the guy. So I don't know if it's a parallel. I'm thinking it's a parallel storyline, territory style kind of parallel deal. Could it lead to a super card at some point? Like somebody's saying in the chat, maybe, because that could be interesting. Alter Ego saying right here, it could lead to a Impact ROH super. I wouldn't put it against anything if it led to something. I mean, honestly, it could. And yes, Sami Callihan does need a match at Bound for Glory. It's got to be something.
He can't just be the manager of Ken Shamrock.
No, he's got to get involved somewhere. All right, main event, guys. Ace Austin, Madman Fulton taking on the Guns. Great match. Everybody looks strong in this one. Guns retain strong, but they had some interference. North came out. Good Brothers came out. Some back and forth. A little miscommunication. I thought all 4 of them looked amazing. This was a great warm-up for Bound for Glory. These guys are on fire, man. Ace and Fulton are just talk about 2 guys just got thrown as a tag team.
Yeah.
Very, very recently too, right? At least like they just a couple months, and they're like literally on fire. Like these 2 work perfect together.
Oh, they're great.
Fulton keeps getting better and better. And Bill, as you saw, he's a large individual. Like
it's a large individual.
That's a big boy.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say the thing about pairing him with Ace is that he's been able to develop more as a character, whereas he's not so much the out of control monster as he is more, what's the word I'm looking for? Calculated?
Yeah. Yeah.
He unleashes when the appropriate time hits.
Yes. Yeah. Now I gotta recommend something. I think I retweeted it. If you guys go follow me on Twitter or go to AAW Pro on Twitter, we filmed a vignette with Ace and Fulton, which is incredible. You guys need to see this one. I'm serious. You guys need to see this. It is fucking twisted. It is twisted. If you're a fan of Fulton, you'll really appreciate it. And
nice.
So definitely watch that. You guys will really like it. It came out really, really cool. And actually, Jay, if you had a second, would you mind, while I'm kind of wrapping this up, would you mind grabbing that? It's on YouTube also. If you can grab that link and put it into the chat here for everybody.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, that was it, man. The Guns win. And that's a wrap. That's the show. So all the tag teams got involved. All the teams from BFG got involved. There's a little furthering of that story. I think you need to kind of cool it off a little bit. On the like for next week, let this breathe because everybody got involved.
Yes.
Right? Like I don't want to see this I don't want to see these guys kind of going at it. All four of them kind of going at it again every week. Maybe a vignette, but there does need to be another brawl. I kind of want to see maybe like let this breathe. Just let this breathe a little bit. But that was it, man. That was the show. That's the October 6th, 2020 edition of Impact. Final thoughts? Anything, Bill? Any take on how they wrapped it up? What are you feeling on this?
I thought they wrapped it up pretty good, just in the main event here. Just getting everybody involved. I think that's the way we saw the Victory Road too. It's not the main event, but that match is going to be huge at Bound for Glory, the multi-tag match.
It is.
We could just saying how the tag division is so strong, the focus on the tag teams, and they're the top teams, and even like the backstage segment with Ace, Madman, and then the whole thing with the Good Brothers and Machine Guns playing off each other. It's got everything going, that storyline right now, just like the Eric Young and Rich Swann storyline. They're both very strong, top of the card storylines and matches. So it's looking good. Bound for Glory is looking strong.
I do want to address something that I saw here in the chat, and this reminded me of something in the match in the main event. Mir Neeson says Ace and Madman tension. There was some miscommunication that did talk, during that match. So, but it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks with that relationship. Does the the monster Madman Fulton turn on Ace? I think it's way too soon for that.
It will happen eventually.
Eventually,
it always happens.
Oh, sure, because that's great storytelling. But
they've indicated in the past though that there's some kind of shift going on there, where Fulton gives Ace weird looks.
Yeah, like he's kind of like not fully on board with them a few times. Like, hey, they not doing what I asked you to do, things like that. So yeah, we could see it'd be a little quick to split them though. I mean, I feel like you got to give them some momentum first.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'd like to see the tag belts on them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to give them a run. Even though like it's going to kill me to say that because it's like, how many other fucking teams should I got to run first? But they're going with something here. There's a lot of momentum with these guys. As they won the AEW belts this weekend. There's a lot, like they're really pushing this like conquest, to establish themselves as a team. So this could really cement it for them. So I hope they do. I feel they're a good choice to put it on. They're two young guys. They could really establish them. And I think for Ace personally, if he wins that tag belt, like that dude's 23, man. He's already on his way. Like that could be world champion in a year and a half or something.
Yeah, triple crown, man. Youngest ever will be the youngest ever triple crown guy.
He can go for youngest ever triple crown or by 25,
Bill said that during the watch along. He's like, by the end of next year, Ace champ. I was like, youngest ever?
He said he was the second youngest X Division champion of all time. Who was the first youngest? This is a little trivia question for you guys in the chat. Who was the first youngest in the who was the youngest triple X Division champion? I have no idea.
It could be someone from the early TNA days because they were so young. A lot of those were 22.
I'd say Red. Red.
It's got to be Red.
Yeah,
it's got to be Red.
He was super young in 2003.
He's got to be. I think he was 20. I think when he won it, which we're currently watching right now.
Yeah.
In a finish that was terrible, by the way, which I still bothers me. That fucking way Red won that title was terrible. I hated it. That ref botch. You know. Oh my god. I don't want to get me started on that. It was Red. Zach's saying it was Red. Thank you, Zach. But that's it, guys. That's the match. That's the end of the show. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. We did accommodate for Aftershock today. So let me know what you guys think. Was it good that we kicked it out for Aftershock? I'll let you guys watch that. Does it matter? Do you guys care? Should we adjust it back? Impact did ask us to move it a little bit. And they gave us a nice compliment today, which I didn't get to hear, but Bill said they said, what did they say, Bill? Great show, great podcast. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, it was something like that. Josh said and good job every week on the shows. Josh put it over, so we appreciate that.
You got it. You got it. Now, if there's any guarantee that Josh Matthews is listening to this show, that's the guarantee that he's listening to the show. So Josh Matthews, thank you very much for hanging out with us. But cool. No, so if you guys let us know, definitely shoot us a tweet. Let us know if we're going to keep doing that or what you guys like. So we'll find out. Red was 21 when he won it. Thank you, Miller. So Red still holds that record.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's go around, get our plugs in here. Jay, since you have the most, get yours in first.
You can
15-minute intro with 3 guys putting them. Oh, go ahead.
You can catch me over in another little podcast called Smash This Podcast, where we just had some great success over the weekend on Twitch. We are now in the process of affiliation. So thank you, everyone who's helped come over there and build that channel up. Much appreciated. Much love to you all. Mwah. Smash This Podcast is also on, as you know, for the last 7 years on YouTube. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter box. And you can find me on the Twitter box at Jaybone 5150. That's JAYBONE 5150.
Nice. Bill, we're gonna get you. And are the pictures going up this week?
They will.
All right.
Been busy. So I kind of gotta do it tomorrow because another Midwest Exodus is about to begin. So I got to get it before I start doing that. But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at my name at William M. Gardner, GARDNER.
You know, Bill, you didn't bring me last time. You did not bring me those Tony Luke's cheesesteaks.
No, there was too much of a time gap. I don't know if the car would have been the best best place to keep it fresh.
Yeah, because you drove out on Tuesday, right? And it's like Thursday. He shows up. He's like, I got 6 cheesesteaks sitting in my car since Tuesday for you. Let me at them.
Yeah, the ice can only play so well. If it was straight to you in Chicago,
that would
work. That would work.
Come on, man.
I never get sick of that. I almost want that guy to win just so I can get more "Come on, man" like sound bites for the next 4 years, like variances of "Come on, man, come on, man, come on, man." Like I need a whole bank of the "Come on, man."
Yes.
See, I open up a slight political talk, and I immediately get fucking thumbs down.
Oh, no.
Awesome. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to come on, man. That's all. All right, Alicia, where can people follow you? They're turning on me already. Where can they follow you? Cool.
You can find me at Alicia BKK on Twitter and Instagram.
A lot of heat on that Twitter this week, guys. She has brought fire. It is Halloween. It's spooky season. She's in a very, very fucking evil mood this month. The Twitter
Rain and blood.
Rain and blood. The Twitter is on fire. I highly recommend you guys follow. You guys can follow me at Trent Xavier on Twitter. Get a hold of me there. The show at We Talk Impact, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also at twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. Huge thank you. I just looked at the numbers yesterday. Jaybone and I were going over our Twitch numbers, and I was like, holy shit, how many of you guys are sub to us? So thank you guys very much. Thank you to all the gifters in September, because September was incredible. You guys doubled our numbers from August. It's an unreal what we did in September. So we really appreciate all that support, guys. So thank you very, very much for the Twitch family for doing that. Twitch community has been really good to us. So twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. Show and audio available on all podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, Alexa, play Total Nonstop Impact. Okay, Google, play Total Nonstop Impact. Hey, Siri, play Total Nonstop Impact. She's listening. My Siri went up. She's playing it. Holy shit, don't play it. Right. So I hope all your Alexa just went off, everybody. But audio is there, guys. Rate, review, subscribe on YouTube as well. New episode from Bison and Joe just came out. Impacted Volume 2 or Version 2, Episode 2 is out now. They're talking Victory Road. They're talking BFG build. Joe is back and healthy. It's so good to see.
Yeah, Joe was on the watch along with us.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Well, not he was in the chat. He was in the chat.
Right. Yeah, get him in the watch along. Get him on video next time.
Yeah, he's going to be on there next time. I didn't realize until like a little bit in. It's like, oh wait, that's Joe.
Yeah, he was on last week too. It's good because he's in the UK, but now he won't have to wait any longer. He can just watch it the next day. But if you want to watch it live in the UK, you still got.
Yeah, and I think he's a late night guy. It seems so.
Yes,
it works for him.
Yes, Critical Sting just watched that promo I produced with Fulton, and yes, he kills a rookie in this one, guys. I want you to watch that because it's brutal as fuck. It is fucking brutal. But anyway, yeah, follow us, guys. Show some love on all those platforms. If you have any of those, definitely give it a rating. Let more and more people find us. So thank you to Impact Wrestling today for having us on the press call and the amazing compliment by the manager. It's always nice when the top brass tells you you're doing a good job. That means they are listening. And they specifically wanted us on that. So we really appreciate all they do for us too. And I love the campaign earlier this week about trying to make us the official podcast. I think B-Dog started that off, and he really got a lot of momentum behind it. So thank you for that. Let's do it again this week. Let's get a nice little campaign going of us being.
It is campaign season.
Yes.
Come
on, man. Zach, thank you for the reminder. ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. The sale starts tomorrow, guys. 20% off with the promo code FALL. Look at us shilling our own stuff. Look at that. Promo code FALL is starting tomorrow. I think it's through. Is it through Saturday? I think it's through the 10th. Through the 10th. Until Monday.
Through the 10th, yeah.
Through Saturday. So yeah, through Saturday. It's a good time to get shit. I need a couple of shirts. I definitely want to pick some up. So guys, grab those. I also have another shirt with Basil out. If you guys are friends of Basil, fans of Basil, him and I have a Backstage Boys t-shirt out as well. That's our other podcast that him and I do. Check that one out as well. So guys, I think that's going to do it for us. Thank you all very much. Thursday night, we'll be back with the throwback episode 45. And then this Sunday, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to patch in to the Impact Plus Weekly just for a little bit on my phone. So I'm going to leave it to these guys to run it. But Sunday night will be the Plus Weekly. And yeah, all you, Jaybone, don't look so panicked. Actually, please keep it together. Please keep it together. I'm counting on you to keep this shit together. But somebody keep him in line. Cut his mic. Don't hesitate to cut his fucking mic. But, all right, guys. Thank you very much. We will hang out with you again on Thursday. Have a great week, everybody. Talk to you later.
Find me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit, Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya, la güera loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascalz. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a listen. Oh, yeah.